We're taking on the 7 Deadly Sins challenge that's been going around on WhiskeyTube. Let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Jonathan.
Hi, I'm Taryn, and welcome to Whiskey Break.
This 7 Deadly Sins challenge is a brand new challenge going around WhiskeyTube.
Yeah, and we'll be sure to link who we think the originators are in the description below.
Yeah, so definitely go check that out. But yeah, it's, like I said, brand new challenge. We think it's quite different than a lot of the other like top 5, only 5 bottle lists, in that it lets us talk about like a lot of our like favorite bottles in our collection, most prized, those bottles that we don't really reach for a lot or even talk about a lot because
exactly.
we don't want them to go away. They're not really replaceable.
But yeah, we will make sure to go category by category if you haven't seen this challenge before. And yeah, explain all the different sins and what those mean.
Yeah, so let's go start with our first category.
All right, our first category is pride. And that is your most prized possession, prized bottle in your collection. And ours is E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Batch 10.
Yeah, it's a good one. And a little backstory on this bottle. We were on vacation and we went to a random bar that just had an amazing whiskey selection at the best prices we'd ever seen.
Yes.
And so we ended up trying this bottle. They only had 1 pour left and it was incredible. And it was our favorite of the night. And to give it a little context, that same night we had Thomas H. Handy, George T. Stagg, Rhetoric 20 year, Michter's 20 year. A lot of bottles that people would consider better unicorns or just better bottles overall than this particular bottle, but this stood up, if not beat all those other options. And
yeah, absolutely.
We thought it was the one that got away. Like we said, we only got to try 1 pour and that was it.
Yes, definitely. And about a year later, we saw a liquor store post about it on their Instagram. We didn't know it was the particular batch 10 that we had tried, but we were pleasantly surprised when we got there and saw that it was. And yeah, like Jonathan said, it was something that we thought had got away and we probably would never get to try again. And now we're so happy that this bottle is a part of our collection. It is all of the Buffalo Traceness, everything that I would want in a bottle. We're huge Buffalo Trace profile people. We love the plum, the dark fruits, everything that this bottle gives us. And yeah,
we're not necessarily huge fans of like crazy oak or high age statement bottles. I know that's what a lot of people are willing to spend up for. But for us, we just love all that flavor, all that red fruit. And this bottle does it. It's still very hot. It's definitely a barrel proof whiskey. It's not super refined or anything like that, but with all that heat, it's just more and more flavor than we've tried on any other bottle.
Absolutely.
And yeah, as Taryn said, just all the best parts of Buffalo Trace just packed into 1 sip.
Yes, it will be probably my favorite bottle of all time. Yeah, for sure.
Our second category is Greed, which is the most expensive bottle in our collection. And our pick is Barrel Seagrass Gray Label, the 16-year version.
Yeah, so this is obviously a bottle that I've been wanting in our collection. I obviously love Barrel Seagrass, the original version, and was so stoked that we could potentially get this bottle. We saw it for $250, ended up getting it for $200, which is super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think unfortunately, it did fall a little short for me. I think the original Barrel Seagrass is just one of the most amazing bottles that this didn't quite live up to the hype for me. And that was a little disappointing. But nonetheless, I still am very happy to have this bottle in our collection. And yeah, maybe I'll sip it, here and there and see if it grows on me.
Yeah, do a little comparing. Yeah, I completely agree with everything Taryn said. I think, again, as we mentioned in the last category, we're not huge fans of oak and age statement, things like that. So maybe that's on us for thinking this would be better. Yeah. But I think just in tasting it, we love Barrel Seagrass because it is so in your face, so fruity, peachy, all that stuff. Yeah. And I think on the 16-year, the finish just kind of takes a little bit more of a backseat. It's a little more rounded off. Definitely. The age statement kind of works with it a little bit more. Some people might view that as being more refined or complex or just a better pour, but for us, that's not really why we like Seagrass. So a little disappointing. As you mentioned too, maybe batch 1 is a little bit better. This is batch 2. But that's just kind of where we're at with it.
Yeah.
not necessarily our biggest regret ever or anything like that. You know, 200 is a lot of money, but
yeah, and I think we'll eventually probably try to get the gold as well, just to complete my little seagrass collection. But for right now, I think $200 is about what I want to spend for a bottle. So hopefully,
one day.
Yes, this is the expensive for now, but we'll see. Our next category is Lust, which is the sexiest bottle in your collection. We debated a little bit on this one because, I'm a big graphic design nerd. But our pick is the Found North Batch 6 Second Summit.
Yeah, we did end up agreeing that this is the prettiest bottle in our collection, but Taryn's definitely the expert in this category, so I'll let her take it away.
Yes. So yes, I am a graphic designer, so I think I just love looking at bottles, and just anything that people come up with is like super fun. But yes, I think, after debating this, at least with myself, I found that Found North is just, it's so beautiful. I love the color scheme. I think that navy with like the cream and the red is just so pretty, and it's kind of like that faded color, which is super cool. And then like this little like indent that they have where like
tiny split label.
Yeah, tiny split label is so nice. And then obviously the screen printed bottle with all this like topography is just like, whoa, girl. Super sexy.
Can't forget the wax on top.
Yes,
too.
and the wax is really good too. I love this bottle. I think it's beautiful, and even like this Found North like vertical in the back is just, everything about it is just really awesome.
Yeah, they definitely towed the line of making a really good whiskey that is for the bourbon enthusiast, but also spending a lot of time on a nice bottle. Usually, a lot of times it's one or the other. It's like a very overpriced looking bottle. But just to speak on Found North a little bit, we love Found North. We haven't had a chance to try any of their super recent batches. They've sold out really quickly. But I love Batch 6. That's probably my overall favorite. It's one of my favorite just cask strength whiskeys in general.
Yeah.
And this being the second summit, also loving finished whiskey. It's Batch 6 finished in a sherry butt. And from looking back, it's actually kind of like more of like a collector's item. I think it's really valuable now because they haven't done another second summit. It was a really low run.
So sexy in two ways.
So really glad I got this bottle. We love everything from Found North so far. Probably going to try to grab some of their newer single barrels whenever they start dropping. I feel like that's where the value really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for the category, we debated this. The whole Redwood Empire lineup is just great overall.
Yes, all of their illustrations. I mean, as a collective, that one is beautiful. Yeah,
the small lot series really took it up a notch. I feel like they just let them go crazy.
I want to meet their illustrator.
But Found North Batch 6 Second Summit is our pick for Lust. And the next category is Gluttony, which is the bottle that you have the most of.
Yes.
And for us, that is Buffalo Trace. Specifically, single barrel store picks. That's what a lot of these are.
Yes. We love Buffalo Trace. Call us what you want. Taters, whatever. But yes, we love Buffalo Trace, and we live in California, which makes it really easy for us to get Buffalo Trace. So they have all these bottles for MSRP most of the time at pretty much any liquor store around us. So yes, we do have quite a few. We have about 8 bottles. So you can probably see one behind us. We have a bunch in the other whiskey cabinet. But yes, I love Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, as Terry was saying, I know some of you might be in a state that it's super allocated, really hard to find, but that's just not the case here. Normal Buffalo Trace is always $20, $22, and these single barrel store picks drop pretty frequently, and all of these, we've never spent more than $30 on a single pick. And for us, that's just the best value in whiskey. Like we said, we really like the Buffalo Trace profile, and a lot of these picks are just Eagle Rare store picks in a Buffalo Trace bottle for cheaper. Yeah,
there's one store pick in particular that I actually made Jonathan drive me to go get another one of because I just loved it so much. It was so good.
Yeah, and that one was a Yard House pick, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, hilarious.
But some of them are misses. Some of them just taste like normal Buffalo Trace and, might be a mixer. But that's the great thing. They're $25, $30. And others are just incredible cherry, oak, again, it's just Eagle Rare in a Buffalo Trace
I've
bottle.
wasted more money on worse things, so can't go wrong with Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, this is by far the bottle that we have the most of. All our other bottles, we have at most one backup. We don't go crazy on it.
Yeah, and if you guys are enjoying this video, please subscribe, like, comment, all that kind of good stuff. We love to hear from you, and we just love providing you guys content, so thank you for watching.
Yeah, more lists coming soon.
Our next category is Wrath, which is the bottle you will never buy again, which seems fitting that I'm introducing this category. The first bottle is Baker's 13.
And then we also have Knob Creek 18. So, yeah, we're kind of taking this as a category. Obviously, out of these two, Baker's 13 is the one that we regret more and really dislike. It's just not good.
Yeah.
Knob Creek 18 is just fine, but not great for the price. And again, as kind of a category of we shouldn't buy any more bottles from distilleries that we're not huge fans of.
Yeah.
Just because it's a limited product or high age statement, something like that. We knew going into it, we're not huge Jim Beam fans. It's just okay to us, very peanutty.
Yep.
But I saw a lot of the reviews. Everyone loves Knob Creek 18. The Baker's 13 had great reviews, was super limited. Got super excited that we saw it for a retail price. And yeah, just really disappointed.
Yes, absolutely. I have just personal issues with Baker's 13. It is disgusting. I've talked about it in my regret video in short, but maybe here I'll talk about it a little bit more. It is just mildew. It tastes like you left a dirty towel out or like left it in the dryer for too long, and it is so bad. It's like a dusty old attic, but watery.
It's not even peanut, which is kind of weird.
I hate this bottle just so much. It's so disgusting. And who wants this? Like, here. Please, I don't want this in my collection. It is...
It is a single barrel product, so maybe there's a Baker's 13 that's better out there, but the fact that this is the low, or could be the low, maybe there's worse than this.
I don't know. The only thing I like about it is this cork. It's kind of fun.
So, that just kind of makes it unacceptable for us as like a special limited release.
Yes. And how much was this one again?
It's supposed to be $130 to $150.
Oh my
we
gosh.
found it at Costco for like $105. Okay. So that was another reason why we just kind of went for it. But yeah, Taryn has a personal vendetta against this bottle, but it is definitely when I think of bottles I regret, this is what comes to mind.
I hate this bottle,
And I can try to give some notes on Knob Creek 18.
But there are no notes. It's just nuts.
It's very mellow overall. There's a little bit of peanut going on. It's not even extremely oaky. Like I said, we're very sensitive to it being super oaky.
Boring.
That's kind of what I was expecting with an 18 age statement. But we have plenty of bottles that are younger that taste older, more of a unique experience. It's just fine. I could drink it, but it's by no means a $200 bottle. It's I don't know if it's even a $100 bottle.
I'm not trying to diss people that like these two bottles. It is not for me.
And again, this one also is the batch 2. I saw a lot more rave reviews for batch 1.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it. But again, from a distillery like Jim Beam, I feel like this is kind of unacceptable as playing out for some of your limited edition bottles. And we're definitely going to avoid situations like this going forward. If it's from a distillery that we don't generally love, we're at least going to make sure we try it at a bar first. Our next category is Sloth, which is the bottle that we're just too lazy to go out and buy. It's one that's always available and you mean to pick it up, but you just haven't yet for some reason. So we don't have this bottle in our collection right now. So we'll put a picture right here.
Taryn will edit this in.
Yes. And it is Redwood Empire Pipe Dream Bourbon.
Yeah, it is honestly a little bit embarrassing that we don't have this bottle and we haven't completed the core lineup. So we know, and I don't know. It's our favorite distillery. We should have this bottle. And apparently it's a good contender to go to bat with Blanton's, but we just don't have this bottle.
There's really no excuse. As Taryn said, Redwood Empire is probably our favorite distillery. We have literally every other bottle from them. We have the rest of the core lineup, the full cast strength lineup, Grizzly Beast and Rocket Top, all 3 of the small lot series, 2 of their haystack needles, and we even have a batch 2 of their original American whiskey they don't make anymore. We just don't have their probably most popular, most readily available bottle. in Pipe Dream. Again, we've seen it at the grocery store a million times. We'll probably just buy it next time we're there. Go for it. But yeah, this is really the only pick that we could have chosen for this category that just, it fits it perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. The last category is Envy, which is the bottle that we wish we had, but obviously don't have in our collection. And that is, insert photo here, George T. Stagg.
Yeah, we've been really lucky, especially lately, to get a lot of our previous unicorns, if that's what you want to call them. As we said at the beginning of this list, we found an aged-ale barrel proof.
Yep.
When we first started getting into whiskey, Midwinter Night's Dram was kind of my bottle I really wanted. Recently, we've gotten a batch of Stagg 22A, that was really good. And kind of solidified that, George T. Stagg, it's the next level up.
The evolution.
That's kind of the bottle that makes sense for us. I wouldn't say that we're necessarily hunting it because it is just an insanely hard bottle to find at a reasonable price. But yeah, that's probably the last bottle in our collection that we don't have. We'd be not willing to pay full secondary for, but probably paying more than it's
But we'd be lying if we didn't want this, or if we said we didn't want this bottle.
So I think this is the one that is still, we haven't completed it in our collection. That's the one that we're looking for.
That is literally the next evolution of Stagg.
Yes.
And we want it.
we have tried it at a bar once. Like we said, not sure if it necessarily was better than aged-ale barrel proof. But again, we drink everything that we buy, but there's a little collector side of us. It's the best from Buffalo Trace. We kind of want that on our shelf.
And that rounds out our video. So that's all the 7 deadly sins of bourbon that we can think of. It was a really cool challenge. So thank you, whoever, started this. We think we have the originator, like I said, in the description. So make sure to go check them out after this. Yeah,
it's a really fun list. We got to talk about a lot of bottles, like we said, that haven't been on our other lists. Kind of made us think a little bit more, reach into the cabinet, and we really like what we came up with. Let us know what you would have on your list in the comments. Up to you if you want to do all 7, maybe at least pick a couple that stand out to you. But thanks for watching.
And comment, like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.